Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm already on my way to my research in Ghana, so I can't be with you today. But I still want to wish you a great day, and I also want to share my thoughts about the field trip with you. So about 2 months ago, we came back from our OCD and MIDP field trip in Cyprus. We now finished our second semester. We went to lectures, seminars, we wrote our essays and exams, and we also had a nice time in Manchester together. So let's look back now to our time in Cyprus. So the 11 days we spent there together. We started in Kritotera. We experienced authentic village life, nature, an enthusiastic environmental center. We learned how life without, or at least with little Wi-Fi, worked, an experience that even inspired one of our group that worked on a tourism project idea in the group work we did. And I'm sure we will also never forget lavender again. We experienced rain and snow in the mountains, and we also saw an old asbestos mine slowly recovering. On our way to Nicosia, we saw beautiful nature and rich history and archaeology of Cyprus. In Nicosia, it was really memorable for us to see, to experience, to listen to the experience of the divide, especially with the very personal stories of the two Marios. And more questions than answers remained on the divide of Cyprus and possible solutions, but as often the case, the more we learned and the more we started to understand how complex and difficult this situation really is. So we also learned about how government agencies, UN and NGOs work within those specific circumstances, how they work on the process of reconciliation, and about their difficulties and successes in this process and in other work within this context. Together with many other interesting presentations and meetings, such as the visit of the marina, the airport, the management center, and many more, this provided us with an opportunity to link our theoretical knowledge of OCD and MIDP to the real working life, everyday life of organizations. So besides learning a lot and reflecting on it, we also experience beautiful nature, explore interesting city and countryside, and maybe most importantly, we learned a lot about and from each other. So this trip was not only successful in terms of academic learning, but we also gained a lot of experience, personal experience in a country that is so rich and beautiful, but also so complicated. So I think as a mere tourist, we would never have such a chance to experience this country in such an intense, honest and personal way. So now I want to give voice to the experience of two other colleagues. Let them talk. So first I read the comment of Alex from OCD. So she says, I feel privileged to participate in this trip and experience Cyprus on so many levels. We got to learn a lot about different contexts in which organizations and societies operate, their challenges, their opportunities, but more importantly, their motivation to keep doing what they do and do it passionately. I will keep a very nice memory from this trip that will always remind me to look at the bigger picture in order to understand better. Cyrpus from MIDP starts with the words of a poet. So he says, time marches on, memory stays, silently torturing the best of our day. As the English poet Tennyson said, we all perish, but we will definitely cherish the memories. He says that the field trip to him was among the best 11 days of his life, as for you guys, he guess. On behalf of the participants, I would like to offer my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the course and the team, especially Paul, Chris and Kate and the collaborators from both North and South Cyprus. So now, 2 months later, you are here to look back, reflect and share memories about the great time we had on our field trip in Cyprus. A shared memory we will keep long after we graduate, I'm sure. So now I want to thank everyone, all of you again for the great time, and now have a nice time and hopefully see you all again.